What's up, everybody? So behind me I've got a special car. This is the Audi RS6 Performance. Yo, what a bonkers of a car. It's bonkers, bonkers, bonkers. I've had the opportunity and pleasure of driving it from Cape Town to Knysna, and now I'm back from Knysna to Cape Town. And besides my pocket hurting so much, I think that this car has hurt a lot of people on the road. So many people have loved it. So let's get straight into it. Up front, you've got a very massive black grille. So this is the black package essentially. This color on its own is pricey. Sorry for the wind and the noise, but you know how Cape Town is like. I'm gonna try my best to be speaking out loud as much as possible. But we've got this big black grille up here, darkened Audi badge, RS6 badge on there. We've got a cruise control with adaptive cruise control, which is quite cool. Carbon fiber bits on here, carbon fiber bits on there, huge air intakes all over the grill because we need to feed air where? Into that 4-liter V8 engine! But anyway, we've got these matrix LED headlights on here which are brilliant at nights. You know, they don't dazzle out the driver, they do all the work that we know Audi is, synonymous with. I mean, Audi and the lighting game are incredible. They also do a nice dance when this car starts up, which is quite cool. I've always loved that with Audis. But gee whiz, it's a menacing front end, like incredible, it's got so much stance. Guys, I can't explain it enough. But I have loved spending time with this car. This front end, everybody who notices is just like, gee whiz. You also have these massive 22-inch wheels. Wherever I've stopped, everybody has been talking about these 22-inch wheels. Everybody been speaking about them. So they are in this gold option alloy, which is a 47,000 rand option. But these brake discs, the size of my Polo GTI's tire at home, they've got this massive carbon ceramics on there. The only downside to them is that in traffic they're very grabby, so you're always jerking a bit, but they're incredible. Amazing stopping power right there. But this gold combination on this black pearlescent color, beautiful, stunning. Coming across the side, you've got these wing mirrors on here with carbon fiber in it, and you've got some roof rails, you've got nice sunroof, panoramic sunroof, slide tilt, whatever, hands-free access into the car, carbon fiber side skirts, which is quite cool. And then, you know what, going across the back, same 22 inches as well. Let me turn the car around for you guys, and then I'm going to show you what it's like at the back before we get inside and before we go for a drive. But I think just in terms of the front end on its own, this car is incredible. So at the rear, you've got these beautiful tail lamps, LED, which do a pretty dance when you start it. I think Audi has it hands down on lock in terms of lighting game in the industry. Also, when you lock it, it will do that. Because it's a black package, you've got this really black silhouette that I like, black badge on here with the red. This carbon fiber effect carries on as well. Massive exhaust pipes. So it's always two exhausts in there, but they're covered up in one covering, which I do like from the RS family. Just really nice aesthetic overall at the rear. Black badge because it's an Audi black package. But I really like this car. I think that the aesthetic is beautiful. And also, there's so much boot space in there. You can fit anybody, and I think that's my favorite part about the Audi Avant models, because anybody and everybody can get into this car, fit your family in there, go on holiday, fit your bags, and still have RS fun. I think there's no need for SUVs, guys. I finally found the answer. There's no need for performance SUVs. Just get yourself an Audi RS6 Avant. Performance. Come on, man. Anyway, let's get inside. I'll show you what's inside, and I'll take it for a drive. But I think that, just in terms of looks on its own, this car does so much. I mean, just look at this tire, guys. But anyway, let's go for a drive. Yeah, it sounds incredible too. But let's go for a drive. Such an engaging drive, extremely engaging, especially along the garden route. It's a beautiful drive. This car was meant for these curves, meant for everything that's happening here. Excuse me there. But as you're approaching George, it's such a beautiful, beautiful drive. You cannot fault it. Just slap it into sports mode, and that's about it. You don't have to be doing all the unnecessary dynamic, whatever it is, because the car just knows exactly what it's meant to do. So there's no need for unnecessary stuff. And I think that's the nice thing, the beauty about the Audi RS6 Performance, is that there's no need for funny business. You just slap it into any drive mode, it'll do what it's meant to do without, you know, being...
Speed trap reported ahead.
Noted. Thank you. Jeez. It just does what it's meant to do. It's such a beautiful drive, and over the past few weeks, besides obviously being a fuel guzzler, I cannot think about anything else that I would have done differently, or that it's supposed to do differently. Besides these stocks, this cheap material, indicator turn stock, this cruise control that's found in my 2010 Polo GTI, and just, you know, the wiper. It's just, come on. That's the only thing that I found bad about this car. Other than that, it's a beautiful, beautiful drive.
Continue straight.
Noted.
Then stay to the left to N2 towards Industria, George, Mossel Bay, and Cobstad.
Yeah, get it, man. But you can just hear the exhaust. Like I'm saying, slap it into sports mode. That's it. That's all you need. That's the drive you need. That's all. Sure, you can get into dynamic, you can get into all that stuff, but do you need to? I don't know.
In 400 meters, stay to the left to N2 towards Industria, George, Mossel Bay, and Cobstad.
Just like that. My oh my. My oh my. Just something about a 4-liter V8, man. Oh my god. Eating away at my fuel. Rainy day in Knysna today. Yeah. Guys, you join me inside the Audi RS6 Performance, and yeah, you guys can hear that. It's just put it into neutral there. Okay, I can't anymore. But anyway. Yeah. This thing is bonkers, man. 4-liter V8. 463 kilowatts, 850 Newton meters of torque, 0 to 100, 3.4 seconds. It pulls like a weight. Sorry, it pulls like a freight train. Pulls. And obviously, power goes to all 4 wheels. It's beautiful, man. It's gorgeous. Gorgeous. Audi has removed a lot of sound deadening in here, so now you can hear everything. They have also made it lighter, obviously for more optimized performance. Lighter titanium alloys in gold here, a 47,000 Rand option. A beautiful exhaust, beautiful seats. Let me just quickly get the bed out the way. I don't like these indicator stocks, cruise control stock. Reminds me of my Polo GTI. That's how old it looks. Otherwise, this is such a gorgeous interior. Overall, we've got all these screens on here. We've got a beautiful infotainment on here with Apple CarPlay and auto wirelessly, a beautiful digital driver's display, and a climate control screen on here, which is a bit of a faff because I prefer the old, you know, knobs. But I mean, we're not in that generation anymore. We've got some nice Alcantara on here, but also the headlining is also a bit meh. I wish this was like an Alcantara headlining also, because this guy's 2.3 million Rand. And I still have these stocks and a headliner that from a Polo GTI. And I feel like the VEG group, Volkswagen Audi group, does this a lot. They'll skimp out on costs. But anyway, you will not hear that 4-liter V8. It's also, it pulls a lot of eyes. Drove from Cape Town to Knysna, and everybody has just been looking. Everybody's just been looking. But anyway, we've been doing... let me just get out of, take into efficiency. I've been doing 40.9 liters. Anyway, that's because of my little jaunt now in town. But when I drove from Cape Town to Knysna, I was doing 11 liters, so that was not bad. And It's a 480 something kilometer drive, and we did it in half a tank, or more or less, really. So I mean, I was really like trying to push it low, and only when I need to overtake or have those jaunts on some of the parts in the garden route, obviously just to experience the car. When I did Celoris parts as well, that's when I really pushed the car. Otherwise it was just like really balanced in a normal drive. Well, normal according to me anyway. But yeah, it's a beautiful car. It drives incredible. Anybody can get into this car and drive it. It is somewhat intimidating at first, but the moment I got into it, then you can just feel anybody can get into this car. My girlfriend get into this car and drive it, my mother, whoever. If you know how to drive, you can probably drive this car with no issue. I'm in Knysna in town now, and it's massive, but it's easy to control. I also like this Alcantara rep steering wheel, so less sweat when you're doing things you shouldn't be doing. Yeah, I think the drive is just gorgeous. It's a beautiful drive. I enjoyed driving it on my way from Cape Town to Knysna, and now it's in the wet, and it's still confidence aspiring because it's all-wheel drive. If this thing was rear-wheel drive, I would be myself. You guys get it.
Wow.
But it's just so confidence inspiring. It's a beautiful drive. The carbon ceramics are also an issue because they're grabby. I mean, as they should be, right? They should be grabby, but they're a bit grabby to a point where in slow traffic, then you just keep on doing all these jerk movements. But perfect for on track, obviously, because they don't heat up faster and all that stuff. Oh my God, that's a beautiful GTI. Yeah. It's a clean place, man. It's such a clean car. The seats are comfortable. Extremely comfortable, heated, ventilated, beautiful seats. Audi just knocks it out in terms of interior, man. You can tell that this is a 2.3 million rand car. Besides those stocks, that's it. Otherwise, it's a gorgeous car. I love it. I think they've knocked it out of the park. Why are you crying, bro? Why is it crying? Yo, also Audi Presense. I've been struggling to switch off my lane keep assist. They do say in the stock, whatever, but I've been struggling to switch that off. But I mean, it just keeps you safe. Like Audi Presense is one of the best in the game if you think about it. I'm trying to see where else I can go here in Knysna. I'm at the waterfront. Oh yeah, so you've got a 48 volt mild hybrid system. So now the car is off. It does that to obviously save you fuel and all that stuff, and it actually works. I've been driving efficiency in here, and it works. I mean, this is one of the sporty cars, performance cars that have an efficiency mode that I know. Usually it's just comfort and rockers. So you've got efficiency, comfort, dynamic, which is quite cool. I have found it quite dope. Yeah, that 48 mild hybrid system, it does the job. It helps. I mean, you know what, I thought for this trip I'm gonna have the most money for fuel and whatever, but I was like, nah, I'm sorry. This thing drinks like an alcoholic, and I am not trying to do that. And the 48 mile hybrid system helps. And then when it comes to 0 to 100, launching this thing yesterday, when I launched it, I wanted to cry. Like it's a nauseating launch because of all the torque, and it's quicker as well in terms of the gear shifts. Yo, I love it, man. I love it.